Come on, set. 30 base.
Let's go.
Ready?
Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Cut.
A toss play. This is Peterson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tramon Williams, a veteran corner there on the stop.
And it's 3rd down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 51. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Go.
Check.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check the outs. 150. Mike 55.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A gain of 12 yards.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
26. Mike 20.
Get that quarterback here.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matthew Ioannidis, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
Hey, team 6. Go on.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Fair. Hey, exit.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Looking deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Let's go deep.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And Graham's got it. Complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to...
Adrian Peterson off to the races. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Go.
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald slings this deep from McLaurin, and it's intercepted. Hooked off by Jair Alexander, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 3 down, 3 down.
Check. Lucky.
Go to 50. SOS.
X3. 218. Chop it.
Hey, check 26. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike.
Here's Rodgers to throw again. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Move. Back north. 4 down.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Say. He's coming.
Go. Hard. Tighten up. 5.
On 2nd down, Peterson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he's stopped right around the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Running for it, here's Peterson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The bus had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts. You've got to get some of those grimy yards, don't you? You got to go inside and run through people, just as Jerome Bettis did. That's what we've seen him do as well.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 38.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run with Thompson. Uses the stiff arm. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
You got nothing. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
Come. Shoot.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Third.
Watch it.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Hey, lock it.
Twist. Watch the twist.
Deep rip.
2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. First down, here's the run with Peterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, shoot.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
51 the mark, boy. 51. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
3 down, 3 down.
Rodgers now on first down. The connection made. It's Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Switch. Switch.
Get 300. Get 300. 150.
Throwing again. Rodgers. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. On second down now, it's Peterson. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Alpha! Look at me! Go! Go!
Screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first attempt, this from 45. and this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it down.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He's checking. He's checking.
They'll go again to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 5-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. and they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. On that last carry, he just passed LaDainian Tomlinson, Charles, on the all-time NFL rushing list.
And congratulations to him, and I'm sure LT would probably applaud him as well. But he'd also ask him, as well as you carried it, could you throw it like I could too?
LT, though, finished his career at 13,684, and now he's soaring past that. At 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you.
They run. Peterson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run again with Peterson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Squeeze. Check three. Joker.
A give to Peterson out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Check 37. And fight.
From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Fitzgerald. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big run for AP. 41 yards on the ground. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Undercut.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Set. 15 run. 15 run.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Hey, orbit. On your team. Clear. Go. Get it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 25-yard line. On first down, Rodgers under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Mike 20.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Matt Ioannidis. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs.
52. Watch his flat.
Shoot.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Okay, ready? 70, Indy. Check General West. Hey, Haywood. Hey, Sam off.
Kill.
Hey, Charlie. Should I? Leave grip.
On second down, it's Peterson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Ready. 50, plant.
Hey, come on, yo.
Again, Peterson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4.
He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rodgers. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Matthew Ioannidis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Showing it. Check. Fresno.
Back north.
Mike 51.
Lines left.
Check 99.
Hey, check 26. Green again.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Now Crosby for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
We got 4.
He'll have a first down past the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Okay, ready?
50, Mike, 50. I know he ain't got it. Hey, check 24.
5.
On first down, Peterson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
At the 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Peterson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, team 6.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Clock is
Hey, exit.
Let's keep moving.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, I'm coming.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Hey, watch the slant.
Ready to go.
Check 52's the mic. Check 50.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And the Redskin first down.
So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This from long, very long range. This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Packers, they move back over 500 at 7-6, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.